Welcome back to the Clean My Space channel. My name is Melissa Maker and I am an accidental cleaning expert because I hate cleaning, I struggle with it, but I like to find the most efficient and effective ways to get the job done right the first time. And my cleaning journey began when I started a cleaning business back in 2006. I did all the cleaning myself and I had to learn how to make the cleaning easier for me because time is money in the cleaning business and you only build clients if you have great results. So in this video, I'm gonna share with you 10 ways that you can make your cleaning easier. And just a quick reminder, if you haven't done so already, to subscribe to the Clean My Space channel. And a quick heads up, we are having a huge spring cleaning sale over at makersclean.com. We've got all kinds of fun and exciting deals over there. So you can go to makersclean.com and check it out, or I've got a link for you down below. It's easy to feel the burn of overwhelm when you tackle a cleaning job, whether it's in a small room or whether it's your whole home. And that's why when you clean, you always want to start small. You want to chunk things down into easier to tackle tasks so that you can approach them with confidence and with a limited amount of time. And one further recommendation is to learn the products, tools, and techniques of that job before you take a crack at it, so that way you can be efficient, effective, and get that job done right the first time. One of the challenges I ran into when I began my cleaning business is I thought I needed 100 different cleaning products. But what I've learned over the years is that the majority of daily cleaning that happens at a home can be tackled with all-purpose cleaner, glass cleaner, and a very simple degreaser. And oftentimes you can even make those yourself for less money, and you have complete control over what the ingredients are. We love DIY cleaning products here at Clean My Space. In fact, we have our very own ebook. I will link that for you down below. Now, this isn't to say that store-bought cleaners aren't important. Of course they are, and I have several that I really love and keep here at the house, but for the majority of my cleaning, I stick with DIY, and that has made it a lot simpler. Whenever you learn a new sport or hobby, there's always like your beginning or foundation position. And in cleaning, while it's not a sport or a hobby, at least not for me, there is a beginning position or a foundation that you should know. And that is anytime you tackle a room, you always want to be cleaning from the top to the bottom, working your way from the left to the right. And that's because you have a very specific direction and technique that you use each and every time so that you always know where to work, you're not scattered and all over the place, and you can approach the job with efficiency. Rather than rushing through a job and taking a patchwork approach to it, for me, I'd prefer to take a few minutes, figure out exactly what to do, get my products, tools, and techniques in a row, and do the job right the first time. So if that means the first time I approach the job, it takes me a little bit longer, I know by the second, third, fourth, fifth time I do the job, I'll be more proficient at it and I'll save time in the long run. So don't skip out at the beginning, because that is going to waste time over the long haul. No matter how much or how little experience you have in cleaning, I think we can all agree that there does come a point where you look at a space and you just feel overwhelmed by the job at hand. And that is where the concept of MIAs, or most important areas, come into play. Because not everything in every room needs to be cleaned all the time at once. Kind of sounds like a movie that just came out, doesn't it? But what you want to do is make sure that you're focusing on the areas that you see or use the most in a space. So for example, when I clean my daughter's room, am I getting down and wiping her baseboards all the time? No. Am I taking out the things in her bookshelf and her toy drawers? No. I will do those every now and then, but the things that really matter in her room are tidying, cleaning her desk, cleaning her bed, the areas that she's using more frequently. That's what's important, that's what matters, that's where I'm going to spend my time. Especially when we have to do something we don't love, it is so easy to get distracted and pulled off track. And that's why when you're cleaning, if you can set yourself a timer and tune out your distractions, you're going to get that job done quickly and efficiently. For me, if I'm cleaning my kitchen, I know I turn on a podcast, I have to go to the bathroom ahead of time or take care of any of those pressing issues so that I can just focus on the kitchen and get it done. Because trust me, if I start checking my texts, taking out my laundry, doing this, talking to my husband, the kitchen would never get cleaned. Just focus. A huge pet peeve of mine is when I see people getting all excited about these really inexpensive, crappy cleaning tools. And they'll say, oh, you can get this on this website or at this store for just $1, or, save money and don't buy the premium brand, buy this. And then what they end up having to do is supplement the poor performance of the product with their own time and effort. On the flip side of that, what I'm trying to say is spend the money, get good quality tools, and let the tools do the work for you. Real pros know that. They don't buy the cheap stuff, they buy the good stuff. The good stuff that's gonna sweat for them so they don't have to sweat for themselves. A professional and proficient cleaner is an absolute savage when it comes to cleaning surfaces. And by that, I mean they throw everything on the floor. Now, when I first learned about this, I thought it was so counterintuitive. But then the more I got into it, the more I realized, yeah, you clean everything on the surface, you sweep all this stuff on the floor, and then at the very end of the cleaning, that is when you sweep or vacuum. And first of all, it's extremely satisfying to finish off the job and see the finality of your work in the floor being clean. But second, you're not wasting time collecting dust into your hand, throwing it in the garbage. No, just sweep everything on the floor, vacuum it up when you're done, boom, you're efficient, you're a pro. I've always been a believer in what gets scheduled gets done. If you looked at my calendar, you would just see a million random things blocked in there, but that is how I live my life. And it's no different when it comes to cleaning. If you're someone who struggles with finding the time, just schedule in blocks: vacuuming, bathroom, cleaning the shower, doing my laundry, whatever the case is for you. If you need to see that physical block in your calendar for 15 or 30 minutes, if that's gonna move the needle for you, do it. Schedule your cleaning. You can find tons of schedules, easy examples online, on Pinterest, on Instagram. They're all over the place. You don't need one particular set thing. You just have to find something that works for you, schedule it in, and stick to it. So now you know how to make cleaning easier. And that brings me to this week's comment question, which is, what have you done in the past that has wasted your time when you're cleaning? What's made cleaning harder for you? Or on the flip side, you can let me know as well in the comments down below, what has made cleaning easier for you? What's that little secret tip? I would love to know. As I mentioned earlier, we are having a spring cleaning sale over at makersclean.com. I've got a link for that down below. And on the topic of spring cleaning, if you're so inclined, you can check out this playlist right here where I share a whole bunch of videos on spring cleaning. If you want to support the Clean My Space channel, of course you can do so by subscribing and by visiting makersclean.com. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.